As the Senior Vice President of the Commercial Division, Punyamali Saparamadu plays an instrumental role in attracting new companies to the exchange and ensuring its continued growth. Let's hear her insights on how the CSE is shaping up Sri Lanka's business landscape. Can you please give us a brief description of your role?
So my role at CSE is quite diverse, that we look into commercialization of products, and that include listings as well as other alternative products like debt instruments, and we have introduced real estate investment trusts and all the other ancillary products we oversee. In the meantime, we are responsible to evaluate the new revenue generations of CSE, and also we undertake special projects. So I will leave it at that.
Why is it important for companies to list on the CSE?
So Chirag, when you look at companies, there are all kinds of companies of, say, small to medium-sized enterprises, medium cap companies, or the large cap companies. So, I mean, it depends on your funding requirements, I would say. But traditionally, what our companies are used to do is to walk into a bank and ask for loans. And that doesn't come free, you have to provide collateral. But there'll be a day these companies run out of collateral and they're unable to scale their operations to really grow their business. And that is the time, perhaps you should evaluate this listing, that is equity listing, because you are getting funding as equity, and sometimes it can be utilized to rebalance your funding mix as well. Because when you're heavily levered with debt, this listing can use to balance off your capital structure. So that is actually one benefit of coming to listings, and it comes with a whole heap of other benefits, like it'll immediately have an impact on your branding, your visibility, your image, because the listing provides that degree of transparency required by most of these companies, where for you to even elevate yourself to next level. So that is what a listing is about. So I think if you're right, and if you are a growing business, listing will provide you all the benefits that otherwise you will not be able to experience.
Can you tell us about the kinds of awareness programs you conduct to attract listings?
So CSE is involved in creating a lot of awareness, especially among the small and medium scale enterprises, because CSE offers 3 or 4 listing boards actually, starting from the main board that is for large cap companies. Then we have Dirisavi board that is for like mid-sized companies, and we have a dedicated board called Empower Board for small and medium term companies. So that is something these small and medium companies can certainly evaluate. Also, we have a 4th board called the Catalyst Board that is, of course, designed essentially and exclusively for the state-owned enterprise listings, because linking to the previous government state-owned enterprise reform. So these are the 3 boards that a company can be listed. And in terms of awareness, we do forums. Even regionally, every year we have a plan covering about 3 to 4 regions. In Colombo, we do forums for targeted groups. Now, recently we conducted a forum for the IT sector. So we have plans to conduct a forum for the family business unit. And we also have tied up with a lot of these business chambers like the National Chamber of Commerce, Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, and the Regional Chamber of Commerce to conduct these forums. So that is one. And the other awareness being, we do frequent interviews, and we do like press releases, and a lot of marketing effort is being done to create this buzz and awareness among companies in general. But particularly we are focusing on the SMEs at the moment.
What benefits does an investor receive when more companies list on the CSE?
So traditionally, if you evaluate, CSE has been in the range of 250 to 300 companies listed. And the most investor activity is centered on a few liquid stocks. So when more and more companies come to listing, that itself offers a diversifying opportunity for an investor. You may not only need to focus on large cap companies, maybe a few empower board listings is something you can definitely look at from a diversification point of view. And also it gives you an investor more trading opportunities across a plethora of products and a plethora of sectors. So the main benefit would be the diversification. And in addition to that, the investor also can look at other ancillary, products like, derivatives and derivatives if when CSE is going to come up in the future. So definitely more and more companies listed means it increases the breadth and the depth of the market. That is, there'll be more companies available to trade, and also it will create more liquidity in the market. And even at that point, the companies might even look at providing more and more liquidity by diversifying or rather divesting the promoter's stake to have or to allow more public investor participation.
What other alternative products does the CSE offer to investors?
I touched it a bit in my explaining my role also. So CSE is traditionally known to be an equity market. Now we have diversified our product base to include a lot of debt products, because traditionally what we have experienced is there's not much investor interest on the debt products, perhaps linked to them being unaware of it. But the main product being the plain vanilla corporate debt, we have expanded our product base to include thematic bonds like green bonds, blue bonds. Then we have recently come up with a framework for Sharia compliant debt securities. And even recently, I would say one other development being we have introduced perpetual bonds and high yield bonds as well. So high yield is something that is the issuers who are below investment grade rating is able to finally come and obtain a listing at the CSE by issuing a debt product. So those are the primary debt products. In addition to that, we have real estate investment trusts also as a product. And at the moment, we are exploring other products such as exchange traded funds, derivatives, and commodity-backed securities, so on and so forth. So this is our alternative products like.